Paul Barrett from Rome Resources. We are drilling a high-grade tin project in the DRC. We have an announcement out today, which I think Matthew and myself will discuss right now.
We will. And it looks not too bad, not too shabby at all. So, well, let's talk about the numbers involved. What have you been drilling? What did you find?
Well, we've drilled a lot of holes on Kalayi. The issue, I guess, for us at the moment is that the assays are coming through really quite slowly. And we thought the first assays that we receive, we'll put out an RNS, and we have done that. They're pretty good. So the Kalayi numbers 5 and 6 holes are out in terms of tin grades. So there are grades spiking to 3 and 4% in there. And then we have a conveyor belt of the rest of the Kalayi holes, which is another 10 holes actually, all of which we've seen visible mineralization, and they've shown up on the XRF. We can't say much about that until the assays come in. This is a rolling process. So this is the start of quite a few result RNSs over the next few weeks.
Great. Okay. And just let's put this in context, the grades that you talk about, put it in context in terms of global average, put it in context of, what your expectations were.
Well, we see next door with Alphamin that the highest grades in there in Palmer North is around about 4%. And that numbers is 2.5. So this is the kind of target we're aiming for. So we've had a couple of 3 and 4%. We've had an average over 6 or 7 meter interval of just over 1%. So we're clearly in the same grade range. We just need to get more information from the holes that we haven't got the assays from yet to really give us a better handle on what the overall average is going to be for Kalayi. Mont Agoma is a different kettle of fish. It's a much bigger sulfide zone with it's polymetallic. We can talk about that, but we don't have any assays on that yet. So that's the next biggie, I think, is the 2 holes from Mont Agoma coming through on the assays, which is copper and zinc as well as the tin.
Right. Okay. And then just again, to remind people of the context of the drill programs that you've got going on in meter terms, dollar terms, however you want to frame it.
Well, our plan was for 3,000 meters, which we raised the 4 million in July to do that program. We're about 2/3 of the way through it. We're about 2/3 of the way through the money, so it's kind of doing what it said on the tin. And I think that we will finish Kalayi. There's 2 holes left to drill on Kalayi within the next couple of weeks, and there's a lot more work to do on Mont Agoma. We're drilling 6 holes, maybe up to 8 holes to the southeast, where the grade seems to be getting better. So we're chasing the good grades on Mont Agoma, and that'll be the focus for the rest, or basically for the December drilling.
Okay, and just clear something up for me. There's a little bit of confusion in the market. Are you funded for all of that?
Yes, that's right. So we are funded through that program over into the new year.
Right. Okay. So you haven't run out of money.
No,
it's going to get done.
I mean, we mentioned in the RNS that we talked to strategic investors. And after the one-to-one conference that we did last week, there's quite a few people that come up to us. It's more people coming to us to say, it's quite an interesting project. We know all about Alphamin next door and the quality of that. And would you be interested in a strategic investor? And it will be 10 to 20% or something like that. It's very early days, but it's an indication. And I think maybe it could have been worded better, but basically it's an indication that people see interest in it and they're coming to us. And we're looking at all options. And our strategy is to minimize shareholder dilution. So that's
amen to that. So basically, I think people, because of the grades that you're starting to demonstrate, and hopefully will continue to demonstrate, people are seeing Alphamin looky-likey, but obviously maybe a couple of years behind.
Yes, that's right. I mean, we've always said that we're a few years behind Alphamin. I mean, the guys discovered Alphamin about a decade ago, and so yes, there's no denying. But the thing is, Alphamin from discovery to production was only about 6 years, which is amazing. A mining project, so we can replicate that with the grades and the volumes, and then we can demonstrate that it's going to be a relatively quick process to get to production.
Okay, so just one final thing. I know you said that perhaps getting the assays back is a slower process than would be an ideal. However, operations on the ground, so far what you're finding is the ability to actually get on it and do the drilling unencumbered, and
Yes,
no issue.
there's there's no regulatory or security or any other issues that we're coming across. We are battling with some of the roads, for example, the jet fuel and diesel has to come by road, and it's a bit wet at the moment, so it takes a lot longer. But it's not really, it may be slowing us down a day here and a day there, but not significantly. So we are cracking ahead.
You always find a way. Yeah, I was always used to that. African projects been involved. Sometimes the roads aren't where you left them, but we find a way around it. Okay, well, look, Paul, appreciate the update. Regular updates always welcome. So stay in touch. Let us know how you get on. Okay,
Will do. Absolutely.